This is an '89 Cadillac Sedan De Ville. This was my mom's car. I just got it going. Tried to put the window down, and it sounds like it's off the track, but I don't know if there's an issue with the motor or not, so I have to take the door apart. So this will be a somewhat of a video showing that. I'll just start taking it apart. I've got a bunch of tools that I got from Harbor Freight for this kind of stuff. I don't know what I'll need, but it's nice to have pry tools and plastic ones at that, so that you don't scratch the paint and get a better reach than a screwdriver and all that. So see if they come into play. Let's get started on this. Okay, so I'm seeing a star bit here, torque bit. There's Phillips screwdriver, Phillips here and here. I'm not seeing anything here, so I'm thinking this is just going to pry off all around here. Yeah, it's just going to pry off. So hopefully we'll have these two screws, this screw. I'm sure this panel will pop off at some point, but that looks to be about it. I got the torque bits. Kind of feel for the pin, get behind it, get the tooth, the notch in here, get it underneath, so you can pry the pin out, get all the fins to come out. I just got these not too long ago. I haven't used them yet. So far it seems to be making things easier. Being held in right here somewhere. Maybe this pops off separately. We'll take this off and see if there's any screws inside here. Sure. This looks like it's attached. There's nothing I can get at in here. Maybe I have to pull this light off. I don't know. Okay, so there's a screw here. There's a screw right here, I see. It looks like it would be one of the culprits. And I see inside another screw here, right above that light. It looks like it anyway. Well, that was easier. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. Wow. Well, it's the same type of screw that is in the door handle. Yep, now it's coming away. So, I have to go get a light. So there is one right up inside here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right up inside there. And that's good because that one will fall right down, hopefully right out. Well, that is detached. There is a slot right here. And it did lift up, and it's staying up. There it is. So that's the magic spot. Wow. Okay. I'm glad I didn't continue prying up. I'm trying to break that off of there. Yeah, here's a piece of metal here. So this is screwed onto here, this piece of metal, and it goes underneath this lip here. So if I pried that hard enough, that would all break off. It would be a pain. Yep, there's two screws. There's one here and one here. All right. Let's see where we're at now. But it's still held on somewhere here. There's a screw on a piece of metal right here. Right down in here. That has to be it, because that seems like where it's starting to bend when I'm pulling on it. So this is a tiny screw, unlike the other ones. All right, let's see. Yep, there we go. There we go. All right, there's a tiny little clip there that broke off. I wouldn't think there'd be one there, but there is. There we go. And we have the door handles in the way here. Wonderful. I guess this panel comes off. Okay. Push that through there. Get all these wires here. Here's where the screws were. Here, 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 and here. The issue I found is right here, that ball that's hooked to the regulator mechanism is supposed to snap into a plastic piece that rides in that channel inside here, and that plastic piece is broken. I have it out right here. Here it is right here. So that the ball goes in the middle. So I have to order that. I was able to find them online and on Amazon, and there's a pack of 10 for, I think it was $10 actually. So I checked all the other doors and the other windows all work, so I may need them at some point, since the car is going to be used more now. The windows will be used more too, and they may just break off additionally, so I'll have plenty to spare. And there's a 10-pack. Alright, does it look the same? It looks the same to me. Okay, so from what I can tell, this will slide from the end into this channel. and I'll put some extra grease in there. There's still a lot of grease in there, but I had to take some out. It was all this, the piece that I took out was laden with grease. It was covered all over. So I cleaned that off just to have it to look at. But I'll put this in there with more grease, and I'll have to get that ball into this center hole. So that seems like it's going to take a little bit of force. I don't know what to expect with that yet. I may have to try to do something with pliers or C-clamp. So I got it in there. It was a struggle. The C-clamp kept slipping off as I was rotating it because it was going against this rod here. And it kept slipping off, so I had to hold the C-clamp with the one hand, pulling it in the direction to keep it on the rod, and then tighten it, and eventually that just popped on, and I stopped immediately and tried it, and it worked. Put more grease on the inside here once I got the track moving to make sure there's enough lubricant, and I'm going to be a little proactive, and it's going up and down fine, but I'm going to put some silicone spray along the edges and down during the travel path and see if that makes it move a little more free. Definitely goes down well. Okay, well that seems to be slightly better. I'm going to say that's good enough. Not much else I can do. So it's back to reassembling this. I think I should be able to get together pretty well because most of the pins I got out and they're not too damaged. So hopefully it'll hold together. There was one pin, small one over here, that broke here. It looks like once you take these out, this looks like it would just slide out. There's no way to know that. So I'm assuming this is going to hold it in tight enough, and you know, I got all the screws back in. There's the two screws on the handle here, one here and here. There's the one with the torque bit behind the lever. There's one down in here, here. And interestingly enough, I didn't take this off before, but it looks like there's one right here. So I don't know why there's not one there. And then there's a small screw right here, down inside here. And I didn't push any of the pins in yet. This whole part here, from here up, is pretty much fastened by the screws. There's pins in this area, but I don't think they're necessary. So I'm going to press these together now. And these lights are pretty simple. To take them out, I was prying, and I haven't done doors in a while, and there's just so many different ways of doing things. So many secret ways that they have clips and different notches and all kinds of stuff, but these lights have a little thing here and a little thing here, so you would pry from the end and push in on that and pop it out. It's the same thing with this light. So if you pry up from the side, you're not going to get the leverage you need, and you're probably going to end up breaking something. I don't know if I ended up doing it on the ends like that. They ended up just popping off, so they might come out, but see, it's bending as I'm putting it in there. So that pushes in and just snaps in this one too. Oh, there were screws up inside here too. There was one up inside here, and there was one inside the light, so I put them in also. They're the big screws. There's only one small screw in the whole thing down in here, and then the small one up here, but only one inside the door. And then this has a piece of metal screwed onto it here, which slides underneath the edge here. And this piece of metal here it's It's like spring metal. So you'd push in this slot onto this and then lift up, and then it pops out. So you gotta look for all these goofy little areas. Push that in there, and then on this you just slide down. There we go. And like most things, it was an easy pain in the butt to do this, but probably saved a couple of $100 in a mechanic doing it and taking or a shop of some sort, taking the panel off, all that stuff. They'll probably charge you an hour to 2 hours worth of work at $60 to $80 an hour. Plus the part. I got the part for $10 for a pack of 10. They'll charge you $20 for one piece, probably. Let's try the passenger window here. So that's slow going down. Let's see going up. Oh, it's significantly slower. All right, well, maybe I'll do the silicone on that window too and see how that works. Let's see what we got here.
Well, again, it's hard to tell. It seems faster. Yeah, that's faster.
It almost has to be.
You're taking away friction.
So, whether it is or not, it is. That's it. And we're done doing stuff.